Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at fractions and percentages, part 1, converting common fractions to decimal fractions. First of all, let me ask you, what is a common fraction? You probably remember that all we have is a numerator over a denominator. This line in the middle is called your vinculum, but don't worry about that for now. Just remember numerator and denominator. So, what is 1/4 as a decimal fraction? We've got to remember that the decimal is the point between two numbers. Okay, quite simply, all we need to do is to write our common fraction as it is, 1/4, but to consider it over 100. Remember that percent or percentage means per 100. We're always got to think in terms of 100 or in other forms of 1 and 0, like 10 or 1,000 or whatever. But think in terms of 100 for now. X over 100. To get 4 into 100, into that number, we've got to times it by 25. 4 by 25 is 100. 1 by 25 is 25. So that X, the unknown, becomes 25 over 100. Now remembering that 25, or any number, can be rewritten with a decimal and a 0 after the last number, in this case 5. So 25.0 divided by 100, okay, equals 0.25. All I've done here is move my decimal 2 to the left because I'm dividing by 100, which has 2 zeros. Okay, converting decimal fractions. How do I convert a decimal into something else like a common fraction? Alright, let's have a look. Now, just wait for this to load. For some reason that's not coming in. Okay, my apology here. Just give me a second. Alright, anyway, let's just go from scratch. Let's say we've got 0.4. I want this as something over 100 or 10 or 1,000 or whatever the case may be. How do I get there though? Let me just erase this bit. I've got to figure out a quicker way to do this. Okay, rewrite your 0.4, your decimal fraction, over 1. Now think to yourself, how many decimal places do I have here to the right of the decimal place? I've got 1. So what I'm going to do is to consider that as being something over 10. Okay, because 10 has got that 1 decimal place, that 1 0. Okay, let's just change the color here. Now, 1 times 10 equals 10, obviously. 0.4, let me just resize that. 0.4 times the same number, 10. Let's just bring that all down a bit. 0.4 times 10 is 4. Because 0.4 times 10 just means I'm going to move my decimal 1 place to the right, because I'm timesing. I'm not dividing now, I'm timesing. So 0.4 with a decimal to 1 place to the right just equals 4. Now I've got a common fraction, 4 over 10. 4 over 10 can be simplified, and you must simplify. Let's find a common denominator, a common number that can go into either of these numbers. 2 can go into 4 twice. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So my answer is 2 over 5. And I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, so the answer, 2 over 5 or 2/5. This is the end of part 1.